Hey everybody, welcome to Mind Blown. Today we're going to go over how to stop being insecure. Make sure to watch until the end because this one would let you know how to handle feeling insecure. Insecurity is something we've all experienced at some point or another. Even the most confident person in the room is undoubtedly insecure about something. The thing about insecurity is that it has the power to hold us back in all areas of life. And the culprit can be little things like worrying about whether or not you're wearing the latest, chicest leggings, or the huge life stuff like negotiating for a higher salary or staying in a toxic relationship because you subconsciously don't believe you deserve to be happy. Although many reasons can explain how a sense of insecurity is cultivated, some common examples include growing up in an environment that didn't feel emotionally safe, experiencing a traumatizing incident that provided for negative feedback, i.e. getting dumped, made you believe you're unlovable, or bombing a presentation in middle school led you to think you're terrible at public speaking. The excellent news is insecurities are not set in stone. You can 100% overcome them no matter how big or small they are. Doing so just requires some work on yourself and a plan of action. But know this, regardless of what your insecurity tells you, you're not good enough, worthy enough, pretty enough, etc. Remember that we are all inherently enough. Ways to overcome insecurity are 1. Practice positive affirmations. Affirmations are a self-help strategy used to promote self-confidence and belief in your abilities. It seems impossible to ultimately be ourselves when we have the pressures of life breathing down our backs. Feeling insecure about ourselves can weigh us down until we have no room to enjoy life for what it is. Being insecure makes us feel bad about ourselves. It can make us see the world in disproportionate ways, often leaving us with the short end of the stick. You have to really focus on what's truly in front of you, dedicate your time to changing your way of thinking, and work hard at seeing yourself in a better, more accurate light. All it takes is a little time and patience, and you'll be ready to take on the world. Try out a couple of these affirmations. Pick the ones that you like the best. Practice them often and feel free to look back at them whenever you're feeling down about yourself again. It doesn't take a miracle to stop feeling insecure. It just takes time. 5 affirmations for insecurity to awaken love from the inside out. Even though I'm feeling insecure, I'm willing to love and accept myself anyway. Validate that what you are feeling is real and therefore worthy of being felt. Through your validation, the feelings are allowed to move and shift. Honor instead of reprimanding. Bring compassion to your attention. Listen to the call and try to answer with love. Your feelings are legitimate, but they are not you. Honor whatever you notice you felt because it's what tells you something. You're willing to sit with this feeling without identifying with it. You're so much more than anyone's sensation, thought, or action. You're powerful enough to be enlightened by what you are feeling. Choose to love with all you might be because that is who you are. This insecurity tells you that there is a distance between who you think you are and who you are. To fill in the gap, you must choose love. The only person you need to be more like is yourself. Your true self surpasses every shadow of a doubt. You alone are enough. You see how you've made yourself small to reflect the small stories you've told yourself about yourself. The stories about your truth are the ones that make you feel whole and worthy. Truth feels good. You are not less than anyone. You are more than you have given yourself credit for. Your sensitivity is a gift. Being sensitive is an excellent early warning system. You can access the wisdom that not everyone can access. You have a deep, rich connection with the energy around you, and you use it to tap into greater abundance and insight. You appreciate how you can take your sensitivity and allow it to become an awakening. Reveal an opening and offer a gift. 2. Put yourself first. By making yourself a priority, you tell your inner self it matters. By honoring yourself first, you heal the parts of you that need the most love and attention. It will improve our confidence and the way we see ourselves. Having faith means that we are comfortable and that we value ourselves as much as we value others. By putting yourself first means being as kind to yourself as you are to others. It means taking care of yourself to be more productive and organized, and a better person in general. It means just loving yourself a little more, and that's not selfish. it's necessary. If you're always looking after everyone else's needs and forgetting your own, you're not valuing yourself enough. Adding more self-care to your daily routine can help you counter negative thoughts and build up your self-worth. Remember to have time to yourself. There's nothing wrong with needing a day or two to yourself. Don't ever feel bad for putting yourself first because you need to live a healthier life. Love those around you, but don't let them take advantage when you need the help the most. Just remember your worth and that you come first, and you're the only one that matters when it comes to feeling better mentally and physically. Here are some ways you can show yourself some love. Nurture your body by getting a massage or facial. Do your favorite workout for at least 30 minutes each day. Unplug from your phone or take a social media detox. Treat yourself to a nourishing meal. Practice self-compassion. Talk nicely to yourself. 3. Embrace all your flaws. There are moments when you fumble. It's just part of life. But accepting this fact can help you feel more comfortable in your skin. When you learn to accept your flaws, you know how to be happy with who you are now until you get to where you want to be. You don't compare yourself to those ahead of you and feel insecure about yourself and your accomplishments. You don't look at accepting your flaws as a lack of ambition. You look at it as a compassion and self-love. Knowing you'll never be perfect, you'll never look a certain way, and you'll never entirely love everything about yourself, but that won't stop you from embracing your flaws and learning to love what you can't change. Feeling good enough and knowing your worth instead of looking at yourself through the eyes of others. When you learn to accept your flaws, you're not susceptible to people's judgments, words, or opinions of you. No one can shame you or hold them against you. You embrace the fact that you're human and you're learning and you still have a long way to go. The beauty of learning to accept your flaws is that it takes away the pressure to impress people or constantly measure up to someone. The next time you find yourself feeling embarrassed or self-conscious, try to laugh it off. 4. Challenge negative thoughts. It's easy to be hard on ourselves after stumbling or making a mistake, but beating yourself up because you made mistakes keeps you stuck in a negative cycle of shame and self-loathing. Negative thinking can be very harmful to us. When these thoughts build and build, they can often lead to anxiety or depression. We must learn effective ways to challenge negative thoughts. This can help us live a more positive, fulfilled life. Here are our top tips for challenging negative thoughts. Understand your thought patterns. There are many different types of negative thinking patterns we might use. Some common ones include black and white thinking, where we see everything as one way or another with no in between. Personalizing, where we assume that we are to blame for anything that goes wrong. This doesn't take into account other factors that don't have to do with us. Filter thinking, where we choose only to see the negative side of things. Catastrophizing, assuming the worst possible outcome will happen. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness practices like meditation can help us focus on the present rather than dwelling on past events or worrying about the future. It can also help decenter us so that we can gain distance from depressive thoughts and feelings. When we detach ourselves from negative reviews, we can view them as outside observers and challenge them more easily. Focus on gratitude. Challenge negative thoughts by focusing on gratitude. When we are in a negative headspace, it can sometimes be challenging to think about what we're grateful for. Regardless, try thinking about 3 things you're thankful for each day, even if they are really small. When we focus on gratitude, we are more likely to adopt a more positive mindset. Seek professional help. We can talk to our friends and family to help us gain perspective, but sometimes we may also need the support of a mental health professional to give us more tools to change our thinking. 5. Build your circle around positive and loving people. There's nothing like surrounding yourself with loving, supporting people to build up your confidence and make you feel accepted for who you are. Seeing yourself through the eyes of those who care about you will help you appreciate your unique qualities and perspectives. Spend more time with people who believe in you, people who push you to do the things that scare you, and people who push you to pursue your dreams no matter how absurd they seem to be, and people who know what you're capable of, even when you don't know it yourself. Surround yourself with those who reassure you instead of those who make you doubt yourself. Spend more time with people who make you laugh when you're down and people who don't take life too seriously. Surround yourself with those who can laugh at themselves, those who don't pretend to be perfect and don't expect you to be either. Spend more time with people who teach you to be better, dream bigger, and love harder. Spend more time with people who make you feel loved, people who remind you of your worth, and people who truly appreciate your presence in their lives. Spend more time with people who don't make you feel alone, and find people who only want to make you smile. Because the people we spend time with influence the way we see the world and how we see ourselves. And it's essential to find people who make you feel that the world is beautiful and that you are beautiful too. Part of an everyday human experience is to have a myriad of emotions, including insecurity. It can take time and reflection to recognize feelings of insecurity and understand how to manage them. And it is entirely possible. We all deal with insecurity at some point or another, and it manifests in many ways. Fortunately, there are just as many ways to manage, cope, and heal. The problem is unique to you, but you're not alone. If you feel like you need more guidance on stopping being insecure, don't hesitate for help if you feel like you could use some extra support. If you find this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.